We just got some good economic news. Q2 GDP came out stronger than the first quarter. Q2 GDP came in at 2.8% compared to the 2% estimated. Personal consumption, which is consumer spending, came in at 2.3%. This shows that the consumer is strong despite high interest rates. This is good news because it shows that GDP and economic growth is high while the rate of inflation is going down in a process known as disinflation. The one question mark here is that the labor market is starting to weaken. So how could GDP be this high with the labor market starting to weaken? So some people are questioning the data or the inputs into this GDP equation. But either way, I'll take the article and release at face value. The fact that economic growth is resilient in the face of high interest rates is good for the economy. The stock market's recovering today after yesterday's dramatic sell-off, with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ having the worst days of the year. The NASDAQ's worst day since October of 2022. The S&P 500 had its first day of a 2% decline since February of 2023. So this goes to show you that the rotation into small caps is starting to happen, especially with this better than expected Q2 GDP report and inflation starting to come down and optimism about Fed rate cuts soon. Tom Lee just went on CNBC today saying that he thinks that the S&P 500 will be flat to down in August, and he wouldn't be surprised if small cap stocks are up over 15% in August, partially due to a reversion to the mean because small cap stocks were beaten down very badly over the past few years. And they're due, especially if for optimism of inflation coming down and Fed rate cuts soon, small cap stocks should do very well. And we saw yesterday and today this rotation from big cap, Magnificent Seven, and AI top stocks into the small cap stocks, which are more interest rate sensitive. So those small cap stocks, I think regional banks, financials, and industrial should do pretty well over the next few months. Tom Lee sees over a 15% gain, as I said, in August, and he said that he wouldn't be surprised for a 40% gain overall by the end of the summer. So he thinks a pretty strong September too. But as a result, the S&P 500 will be mostly flat to down because of this rotation from big tech and Magnificent Seven into small cap stocks. So let's stay tuned. But I think yesterday's market decline was short-lived to buy the dip moment. I think the bottom for this decline is likely in. Obviously, we have to see, pending no shock or a black swan type of event. But I'm pretty optimistic for the market, at least for small cap stocks and some tech stocks for the next few months. As I said, the S&P 500 will likely be down to flat in August and perhaps September.